Hello, hello, hello. Studio Janai, Waru Janai, representing today, as always, continuing on with our tool series for plastic model building. We are into our now specifically designed flush cut nippers for hobbying, jeweler and plastic model building. These ones were, I want to say they were $3.97, I believe, or that's their regular market retail value. You can find them on Amazon. These are Mr. Tools brand. And in the last video, we showcased my 20-year-old nippers. And this particular video, you can see these guys are right on that piece. Flush as can be. Nice, clean little cuts. These are newer. They have been sharpened. I've sharpened these ones, so I'll do a video on how to sharpen the other ones some other time. Since we have a perfect example, and you can hear, I don't know, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'll just get that right up against the mic. It's more like you don't hear a click or a breaking sound or snapping. You get like a nice soft thud. With these, there is little to no ROS at all. So, there is a little bit right here of a little bit of imperfection, a couple quick little scrapes, and that's done. My actual blade is biting into the plastic in that manner more than the flush cut that is left. You can almost get away with doing your build without having to clean up anything with these nippers. God hands, you probably can just go straight to building. I still would recommend cleaning up, just because that's me. But for a $4 tool versus a $60 tool, to have to do a tiny little bit of scraping with a blade, in my opinion, is a very small fraction of a price to pay, considering the cost. You'll notice I'm barely putting any pressure to this. I'm not even having to use my thumb as a stop. I'm just kind of dragging it along where the nipper was, just to kind of clean up anything that maybe is imperfect. And most of this is undergated anyway, so you really don't see those nubs anyway on this one. This one is actually fairly well thought out when they built it. And we're going to go ahead and assemble this leg. And as you see, nice and clean. We got a little bit of a stress mark here on this one. That's about it. She looks pretty good. So here we go. We've got a stress mark on the toe, but it's smooth, it's clean. Not bad. So we've got our legs, and now it's been basic tools so far. We've got the better nippers coming up next. These are the $8 ones that I got. And after that, we're pretty much done with tools, so then we can maybe build some more of this off camera, or we can revisit some of these tools. I am gonna show you the one last video, the absolute if all you've got is a box knife, then we can use a box knife to do this, and that's the next video after these. But I mean, you can build a whole kit with just a scalpel, really. You can, or a thin blade box knife. It's going to be a lot more work, but it can be done. So we'll get into that shortly. But first, the nice nippers. All right.